Okay, so I'm a fan of the Batman, Robert Pattinson's Batman, and we all, if you aren't aware, the limited series titled The Penguin with Colin Farrell's Penguin is coming to HBO Max in a few days, September 19th, and they might have cooked on this show. Now, I was excited. I wasn't too excited. I wanted to watch it, but I don't think a lot of people are like, I need to watch this immediately. The reason why I'm saying they might have cooked on this show is the Rotten Tomato scores came out for this show, and it has a really great score. Now, before I tell you the score, I know we shouldn't really go off Rotten Tomatoes as, the perfect point, and, they can get things wrong, these critics, and the critics' reviews could be a whole lot different than the fans' reviews, but it got, out of 45 reviews, a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes. So, I mean, we're going to go through the reviews right now and talk about it, because, like I said, they might have cooked on the show, and it got me a little more excited than I was, and, it almost seems like this is a must-watch now at this point, not even just to know what's happening in the Batman, a must watch just because it seems like a great show. So let's get into this. The pacing can also be sluggish, with an overly talky first episode dragging at 66 minutes, yet things pick up after that, and what carries the Penguin is the richness of its characters and the complexity of its storytelling. Colin Farrell delivers an extraordinary transformative performance. The show eschews all the familiar comic book trapping and instead emulates the grounded, violent aesthetic of such revered gangster classics as The Sopranos and Scarface. Stopping there, that's huge. I mean, Sopranos I never seen it, but I know everybody says it's probably, besides like Breaking Bad and maybe a few other shows like Game of Thrones, it's up there as one of the best shows ever. And Scarface is a beloved movie. So to compare this show to those pieces of movies and television, that's huge. A solid and powerful crime drama in which absence of the founding character of the franchise is not noticeable at all, demonstrating that it is a tremendously rich universe. Now, we came out with a report the other day, maybe like a couple weeks ago, that Robert Pattinson's The Batman was not going to be in this show, and I was a little upset about it because I felt like they should have connected it in some way, even with just a quick cameo, but they're saying it doesn't even need the Batman to thrive on its own, which is huge. This is a 5-star series that mafia film fans will adore. It's very much an Italian-American gangster penguin, with Farrell finding the sweetest of evil spots between Tony Soprano and De Niro's Vito Corleone. Again, another comparison to great mobster movies. It seems like this is going to be a great mobster show. A spin-off that makes this return to Gotham feel both necessary and earned, with excellent performances from Colin Farrell and Kristen Milioti. Though a series of shocking moments, the Penguin delivers a version of the character like nothing Batman fans have seen. HBO's show is a fantastic addition to a DC franchise that benefits from this. The rich, textured characters push the show forward, and every time we have more character-centric episodes, the Penguin is at its best. The Penguin is a masterful look at an iconic character in a way we have never seen before through the most transformative acting performance Colin Farrell has ever done. A deep exploration of human character and how some events can shape our destiny. This series will have fans of the Batman thrilled. Gotham is dark and gritty, just as it should be. Colin Farrell is incredible, but Kristen Milioti steals the show. I mean, the characters, it just seems like they kill this performance. I don't expect Colin Farrell to just go absolutely insane with this character. He's a supporting character, if anything, maybe in the Batman 1, but he's a villain at most. And the fact that they're going into the complexity of this character and going deeper into these characters, Colin Farrell cements his interpretation of the Penguin as one of the greatest live-action comic book villains of all time. What a huge claim there. Damn. The Penguin has all the elements that make a dark crime drama compelling. Alliances and betrayals, murder and survival, intense interactions between enemies. A superhero spin-off series serving as a Trumpian allegory at all is worth appreciating, as is Farrell's burying his disarming charm behind 50 pounds of latex without concealing his considerable talents. That's a lot right there. That's a mouthful. I'm going to go into, I got 3, and out of all the reviews, I got 3 bad reviews. The dourness is exhausting and the pace creeping. For all Farrell and Milioti's efforts, this spinoff is not quite worth anyone getting their flippers in a twist over. That's one of 3. The Penguin is the best show of the year and the perfect blend of The Batman meets The Sopranos. Colin Farrell and Kristen Maloney are sensational together and stand shoulder to shoulder with the greatest in comic book performances. Again, another comparison to The Sopranos, and also the characters are just great. They steal the show, both of them. I'm here to tell you, and no one is more surprised than me, I assure you, that if you skip The Penguin, you'd be making a big mistake and missing out on one of the best television series of the year. So now it's like essential to watch, not even just for the Batman. It's essential just because if you want good television, this is it. Here's a second of the bad reviews that I see. All the latex prevents Farrell from accessing his innate charisma, and it's a mob drama with a lot of carnage but lacking a compelling or complex enough character at the center of all its mayhem. This person just seems to be in the minority because his character is being praised right now. And the final one that I got that was a bad review. Like entirely too many shows of this type, it treats us to cycles to colorful threat, sadistic torture, predictable betrayals, and subsequent body disposals delivered with professional polish but not enough creativity. It just seems like this person doesn't like this type of shows, which is fine, but a must-watch, a thrilling expansion and exploration of Oswald Cobblepot and Matt Reeves' corrupt and violent Gotham City. A highly entertaining street-level gangster drama that delivers. Colin Farrell is phenomenal. Perfect before The Batman 2. A masterful examination of criminality. The show is twisted, disturbing, and deeply enthralled. The Penguin is exactly what fans need. Colin Farrell is a tour de force, giving one of the greatest comic book performances of all time. And I think that we can stop it right there. I mean, what we got out of this, it seems like if you like dramas, if you like crime dramas, if you're into The Sopranos, Scarface, Goodfellas, all those type of movies, like mobsters, gangsters, kind of the gritty, more graphic shows, you're going to love this show. And it seems like the characters are perfect in this. Colin Farrell is perfect as the Penguin, even with all that latex on him. But it just seems like the show is essential even for people who don't want to see the Batman, even for people who don't care about the Batman, people who are just into these type of shows, these street level graphic gritty shows that kind of deal with mobster act. I'm so excited for this. Like I said at the beginning of this video, I was excited, but I wasn't too excited like I need to watch this. I looked forward to it, but I wasn't like I'm going to be watching it the moment it comes out on September 19th. After reading these reviews, I might be watching this the moment it comes out on September 19th. Anyway, it seems like they cooked on this show. I am so excited for this after the reviews. Again, we can't really go off these reviews, but you know what? It's just something to look forward to with these reviews. If it came out saying it was bad, I was going to make a video that, they didn't cook on it. But again, you let me know if you're excited for the Penguin. You let me know all that down below.